I've not.
This one will hold am for hand now. Why you no put am for you? We suppose to so it be free.
Hello guys, today welcome to today's episode on Girls Hangout, and I still remain your host, Sugar. So today we'll be talking about rape and stroke molestation or and molestation. Well, they all revolve around the same thing. So my dear, like, what do we call this whole rape thing? Like, what's our take on this whole rape thing happening? Because it became something of serious issues in our country where a lot of people had to protest against it, and we lost so many young girls due to rape. The annoying part is that they won't just rape you now, they rather just kill you. The young girls now, they don't go through just rape, both violence and murder is now involved. It's a really, really sad thing. So today we'll talk about rape. Many of our girls are going through so much trauma right now because many of them have been raped, some by their relatives, by their colleagues, their friends, people that are close to. This one now is not just the normal belief about rape is that we feel it's always a stranger doing it. Trust me, it comes more from the people we know, the relatives. Some might go and stay with their uncles, and their uncles start molesting them, and at the end of the day rape them, that kind of thing. So it's not just about uh, strangers raping, because a rapist knows his victim. A rapist know who he's going to do it with, his target, let's just put it like that. So it's not just about strangers from one place or the other come and they rape, mostly relatives, colleagues, friends. And the thing is, now people feel um, the girl might be at fault. I don't feel there's any fault in the girl. She didn't ask. She didn't ask to be raped. She did not. As long as she doesn't have a she didn't give her consent. I don't think there should be any intimacy between the both parties. But now I see that people take advantage of the situation whereby a girl can dress freely the way she deemed fit, and they say, she's exposing her body, she's calling for guys. Did the cloth write your name? Did he say come and rape me? Did he say I want to be raped? No. So I don't think there's any excuse for being raped. Let me just say this indecent dressing or whatever, I just feel is their choice. Anyone that feels like dressing the way they want to dress, is their choice. So I don't see a reason why their dressing should be what should invite you to think or make you think this girl wants to be raped, or you just start thinking of nonsense about her so that you can go and rape her or do something to her. Now, some girls now go to club. Well, point of correction, not just girls actually being raped, guys too can get raped. Yes, I know. There are many young boys too that probably from their past stories, you hear their mom's friend or one of their big aunties or probably housemaids, that kind of thing. But on the other hand, I think the girls are lost when it comes to raping, or when it comes to rape rather, because you can get pregnant, you can be infected with STI. So stuff like that. The disadvantage is more when it comes to girls, and it happens mostly with girls. And now, people that are being raped, victims that are being raped, they have a lot of stigma around it. That with the way, I don't know, but well, right now, our country is actually taking serious stands when it comes to rape. But I feel they should put more action to it, because I think it's really, really turning out to be something else. rape should not even be an option when it comes to maybe looking at the way a girl dresses. No, it shouldn't, because the stigma that goes with rape, the depression, the trauma, everything that goes with it is terrible. Trust me. A girl that has been raped or has been molested one way or the other can testify to this. This is not something that I even wish for my enemy. You understand? So I just see it as something that we need to like come together and make our voices heard so that this whole rape thing can can calm down a bit. Because okay, during the, I think it was during the lockdown, that period, there were lots of news around concerning rape, a girl being raped and murdered. There was one that happened at Redeemed Church. She was raped there. She was beaten and she was murdered. Can you imagine? The raping is not even enough. They had to even beat her and kill her. What else? Like, seriously. So she can't just go freely. And the worst part was she was in a church. Okay, now look at now. They're not just the girl's family that has been hurt. Now the image of that church too has been affected. Because I say, so even inside church, is it that there's nobody in that church, or is that people around there, they didn't see what was happening, or they didn't notice any unusual movement or something to avoid that murder from taking place or something like that? So I just feel we should be more vigilant and we should learn to fight for ourselves. A lot of people, a lot of Nigerians, something bad might be going on and you see people just being quiet about it. I understand that we are in a country whereby we have freedom of speech, but there's no freedom after speech. Okay, a girl being raped now, most of them go through humiliations from their own family. Now let's leave friends aside, let's leave other people outsiders. Their own immediate family, most of them are being abandoned, most of them are being insulted, humiliated. So imagine the stigma plus the traumatic experience the girl goes through, just that period of her being raped. She won't be able to even speak up because she'll feel people will look at her with one very weird eyes, like, oh, they raped this one, that kind of thing. No man wants to get married to a lady that is being raped. To be honest, let's be honest with ourselves. But it is not even the girl's fault that she was raped. Let's just say, okay, yes, many of them are actually married, and their husband still loves them very well, even with the whole idea that yes, their wife has been raped before, because they'll know, a sensible man will know it is definitely not her fault. You understand? I don't see a reason why. I just feel that there's a spirit that just takes over guys that do something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'll call it. And when it might not even be about violence, they might not be violent with you. They will just do it as long as, even when they know that you are so gullible that at this point you can't do anything. Okay, some go to the extent of drugging the girl, especially when a girl goes to the club, she just want to have a drink, like enjoy herself with friends. Let's just put it like that. And a guy will just have the intention, and the guy might even be a friend to her, drug her. When they know she has passed out, they take her to the room and they rape her. And some of them go to the extent of videoing it just to embarrass or humiliate the girl. And they'll start threatening the girl that if she says anything or if she tries to go to the police or everything, that they will send her video viral. That kind of thing. And that thing will make her feel so sad that she can't even speak up. Okay, I believe that okay, let's say we Nigerians, we have this mentality that any girl that is being raped or something, probably to an extent, that the fault might be from the girl. I don't see any reason why it should any fault fault should be from the girl. She didn't ask for it. Everybody has the freedom to do whatever they want to do. You understand? Some might even be afraid to speak up, probably because they have a bad record, or they like clubbing or living wildlife. But you living wildlife, you trying to enjoy yourself, because I feel and I believe that that is your own way of enjoying your life. Everybody has different way to live their life. So I feel a girl that lives a wild life, she goes out to parties, she hangs out with friends, she drinks, she smokes, is not an excuse for her to be raped. I don't know about you guys, but trust me, a lot of girls out there will be able to relate to what I'm saying. It's not everybody that goes to club, drinks, smokes, that you feel you rape, and because of the fact that she knows the kind of life she lives, she won't be able to speak up, or let's say, like, just to uh, report to anybody, because she feels if she speaks up now, the next thing they'll start talking about, you now, you said, look at the life you are living, said, what do you expect? You asked for it. It's the life you are living. If you had listened to my advice, if you had respected yourself, if you had done this, if you had done that, stuff like that. So these are mainly the reason why people don't even speak up. When people don't even speak up when it comes to rape, they won't talk, because the stigma that goes with it is enough to even kill their zeal, to kill their vibe, to kill everything about them, to kill their morale. In short, you might not even kill someone physically, but the things you say, the stigma and what people say around, not knowing the real story, kills them. So this rape of a thing it's something that we really need to fight against. And the annoying part that most of them come with close powder, like village. Yeah, so I have heard many cases where uncles, your blood, molest you or rape you one way or the other, and even you can't even talk. Say young, they know you can't talk. You might not even really know the meaning of what they're doing to you, but things like that needs to stop. Now parents can't even leave their child with any boy that is like, okay, let's just say a grown-up boy a bit, because most of them nowadays, they do lots of terrible things. Okay, there's this story. It's actually, I think it's like it's a movie, but it's really really educating, and to an extent, a lot of lessons are being learned there. Because in this case, a mother that has a child, I don't know the kind of love she has for her husband, though second husband. I think she lost her first husband, who is the real father to the girl she has. So I think along the line, when she got married to the second husband, that's the stepfather of the girl, I don't know, she fell so much in love with the man, and the marriage was still sweeting her, that kind of thing. And she didn't pay attention to her daughter. Even her daughter was as little as, if I could estimate or calculate her age, I think she should be around that 9, 10. That's a child that cannot even speak for herself. Even if she gives you so many signs, you won't. The mother herself was so nonchalant, or so ignorant of the girl's signs, the signs she was actually giving the mother. Okay, on several occasions, the stepfather goes into her room and force her to open her legs. First, just abuse her there. She won't be able to cry. He will hold her mouth. She won't be able to cry. And the next time, when she tries to tell her mom like, she should keep quiet. What is she talking about? Like, just waved it off. Like, it was not important. The man will come and deny and act like everything is fine. Until it got to a point where He went into her room as he usually does, entered her room, trying to force himself. So the girl refused and trying to stop her from shouting and everything. He didn't even know he was strangling her. And that's how she died. Knowing she had died, he wrapped her in a blanket, put her in the boot of his car. That's midnight. And the wife is just there sleeping. The so-called mother just there sleeping, not knowing what was going on. And what he did was he carried her, took her to a far place, I think, yeah, and buried her there. Nobody knew what was happening. And the thing he came out saying that she was kidnapped or something, or ritualists have taken her, he just created excuses. And the annoying part was that you were with your child the night, as your so-called husband came and told you, I think she has been kidnapped or this one. He just formed the story and you took it like that and like, ah, my child, you started crying. But you moved on. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if you guys can understand what I'm saying, how can a mother be in the house? Your child is being abused, is being molested, and you are not even making effort to listen to, because there's no how a child will be molested without giving you signs that there's something going on, there's something wrong going on. There's no how. A concerned mother will definitely notice what is happening. That is just it. A concerned mother will definitely know what is happening. So when you see cases where a child is being molested or raped, especially in our own house, just check out. You just find out that the mother was just being ignorant of it. That's just the simple truth. The mother was just being ignorant of the whole thing. So I just feel this is something we need to come out and talk and like let the world hear us that. And women are not they're not a commodity or goods or something you just rough handle or mishandle. Even husbands or people in relationship, yeah, they get raped. As long as your consent was not given, you are raped. As in, you're being raped. There's no English, there's no way you're going to put it, because husband will say, well, I've paid for it, it's my right. You understand? As long as she's not in for it and you force her to do it without her consent, it is rape. And whatever punishment they give to a rapist outside, that is a stranger, is the same they will give to the husband, no matter how you put the English. You raped your wife. But we Africans, we believe that a man cannot rape his wife because he has paid for her bride price. He owns everything about her body. He knows that everything belongs to him. But it doesn't mean you will rape your wife. She has a choice of her own. She has a mind of her own. She can think for herself. She can make a choice on her own. So you marrying her doesn't give you the chance that you can do whatever you like with her. Because yes, there are many women that are out there that are suffering from this whole rape thing from their own so-called husband, but they can't speak, they can't talk, because many of them, whereby, okay, a man beats his wife and then the next thing he rapes her. When she called, when she calls for a family meeting, you start seeing the elder saying, hey, is that the reason why you called us? How will you say your husband raped you? He owns you now. Your body is his own. So you should give him what you're supposed to give him. It is your duty to satisfy your husband. It's your duty to do this. It's your duty to do that. And now the blame goes to the woman that she doesn't satisfy her husband. She doesn't give her husband what he wants. You can imagine that mentality is just so low. Like, it is low. Like, how can you think of only what concerns the man and you're not thinking of the feeling of the woman? How about don't see a reason why a girl's dressing should be the problem, or probably because she has one issue, or she lives a very rough life or wild life or whatever it is. It is not your business. For Christ's sake, it is not your business. It shouldn't be an excuse for you to say, it's not the life you live. You called for it. How? See, we're all humans. For Christ's sake. So I don't see a reason why this rape thing should be something that we just keep on the side on, or not treat or not talk about. Because to be honest, not like men don't get raped. Don't get me wrong, men get raped. Fine, yes, we know. But if you want to calculate the ratio of men and women, boys or girls that'll be raped, you know that girls had the higher number. So because it always happens to girls, no matter how you put it, it's always happening to girls. Boys, they'll definitely move on with their lives. Trust me, they'll move on with their life easily. Even though I know at some point it can affect them while growing up, but trust me, that stigma stays with the girl. It stays with the girl, because if you even check cases of even funny enough, our Nigerian films are showing us so many things. Oh, well, I know many people are not fans of Nigerian movies, but trust me, when you get an opportunity to really watch the Nigerian movies, you realize that that there's such a lot of things, and most of the things happening are actually happening, and most of the things they show, actually happening in our life, in our society today. You understand? So I think you guys should even take time to watch our movies and see what is happening to our young girls that are being raped. Some are being raped and they'll get pregnant, and they'll pack all the aggression, the hatred, and everything on the child. So, guys, we have some people in our midst that joined us today. Movie Busters, hi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I hope you subscribe to our channel. And I'm so happy we have people contributing to us, to our show, and bringing out their comments. Movie Buster said, dear Sugar, I love your program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, God grace, so it's not easy. Another one, he said, please, who can be blamed for such societal ill? That is another topic. Who can be blamed? Trust me, from my own opinion, I feel the victim are not to be blamed, no matter what. For as long, because I don't know if will I say the government, and no, the government does not have a part to take in this issue. I think it's an individual thing. It's an individual thing. Let's not go spiritual. Before I go talking about evil spirit, but let's not go spiritual. Let's leave that one first, because a lot of evil spirit they enter people well. But let's not go there. But I feel it's an individual thing, because I would say is it the mindset of people that when they see a girl, or probably they've been trying to woo the girl for a long time, especially that thing happened. Yes, thank you for reminding me, because there are some guys that will try to woo a girl for a very long time. Probably the girl is not giving them the answer they need, or not giving them the attention they need. And the next thing, they just they plan to do something bad to the girl. Some women come to your front and threaten you that you have been asking you out, you refuse, I will show you. That kind of thing. And the only thing you will and show her is to plan with your gang or whatever you call them, and attack and try to block her somewhere, and you rape her. Some rape to the extent that they will not even rape you. There was one I saw like over how many years ago. She was being, I won't say she was being, I don't know how I'm going to explain it, because it was disgusting that she was being stripped naked, and the next thing, they had to insert a wood inside of her vagina. Can you imagine such wickedness? Like that's someone's child, for crying out loud, and she's being treated like a. But that case just died, and I don't think I heard anything about it. It was just on social media. You can imagine. So I hope I was able to actually answer that, but from my own view. But you can send in your view, movie busters. And here we have V's Kitchen. Hello. She said hi, host. Yeah, hello. And we have Mr. Godwin Owe. He said, I love this program, especially the rape issue, my dear. It is something we need to talk about. So please, oh, you can air your view. Everybody has a right to talk. It's a very serious issue that needs to be talked about. Yeah, Mr. Godwin always said, I think the parents should be blamed too due to their negligence. Yes, many parents are very ignorant of such situations. I know in this case, more blame goes to the mother. You understand? Like because I believe a child that goes through such molestation, there's no way she won't give you signs. She will definitely give you, no matter how little, she must definitely give you signs because parent negligence is a very big factor that causes rape, abuse, and molestation. If a parent is not paying enough attention to the child, especially your girl child, it's going to end up being like, especially when you have some, even the so-called stepfathers. I'm not saying all stepfathers are the same, or you shouldn't have stepdad or so, but if you check it, it's more of when a stepdad does that to the little child because they know, okay, it's not their child, or I'll just feel maybe the man is just mentally not all right. To me, I think the person is not all right for you to have that kind of idea or thoughts about a small girl. And I know about that if the grandfather was doing that to the grandchild. So issues like this should not be covered up because many women, trust me, many women know, many mothers or wives rather, they know that either their husband has such problems, but yet they ignore it and try to cover up. That's a big problem. Yeah, Ace Nolly TV, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Godwin always said government also has a big blame because government has not taken a decisive step in curbing such menace. Well, yes, I guess that is why our voices needs to be heard because I think they need to take a very, very, very strong step, a decisive step to stop this because it's going way out of hand. This rape issue is a very, very delicate one. It's something we need to really, really sit down and understand and try to put a stop to it because many people are suffering, many people are crying, a lot of people are, and all this thing leads to abortion. Like we said in the last this thing, our last topic, our last episode. It leads to abortion because nobody wants to bring in a bastard to the world or a young girl that don't have anybody to care for her. She's not even done with school, and the next thing, probably she's being raped. She get pregnant, and that's practically the end of her life. That's practically the end of her career. Though not everybody agrees to that, but because of the trauma, the suffering, the stigma she will go through trying to cater for that child leads her to like, I want to take this child off. I can't bring in a bastard when I don't even know who the father is. Every day she see when you take time to listen to stories of girls that have had issues of rape, trust me, you will be in tears. You will be in tears. Some are even the ones close to us. If only you can take your time and listen to their story, you will know that a lot of people are suffering. A lot of girls are suffering and they can't even speak out. That is the worst part of it. They can't even speak out because either they will blame them or no one wants to talk to them, or the stigma of maybe they hear that, oh, this one was raped too, or maybe they know a boy that finally has an interest in the girl and they're like, ah, leave that one, this one where they don't use them, this one where son second hand, they raped her, like it's a fault. Statements like that just kill them inside. So I just feel This rape thing should be something the government has to do something about. That's a very, very big decisive step. Mr. Godwin, always thank you for that your contribution, because it really needs to be heard. As people need to hear our voices, especially to young girls that can't even talk, that can't even speak. So our women, our parents, mothers, please, I really implore you to listen to your children. Try to get your children's attention. Try to know what they're saying. Sometimes they come crying to you and you just push them aside thinking it's just a normal thing. I think when you have time to listen to your children, you get to know a lot of things going on in their life. So please, I implore all of you to please speak up, talk. Whoever has the opportunity to talk, please talk. It is very important. This topic is very important, it's very controversial. It's something you need to relax and really think about and talk about. So we have another viewer in the house, Mrs. Anne Igwe. You're welcome. And she said, I'm a grandmother and I have been following your show. Thank you. That's an honor. Yeah, I forgot it. That's the lovely show. Please keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you for your encouragement. Parents need to pay serious attention to their children. Some parents are really not no, that word is very important. Please, oh, nonchalancy is not good. Most parents probably they get so choked up with work or business or one thing or the other, and they don't pay attention to their kids. It's terrible. It's terrible. And again, sometimes most of this happens in schools, like preschools, like the nursery or the primary schools. It happens because, and mostly when I mean people that can't speak up, even the adults too that gets raped, they can't speak up because of what people will say. Some keep it as a secret and just live with that secret, live with the pain, live with everything, and it weighs them down. Not talk of the small children, the little girls that are being raped, and you see cases where a mother just start crying that they say there's a teacher in school or there's one gardener or one cleaner in school, stuff like that. So please, parents, you have to reduce the way you're being nonchalant about your children. Okay, we have another one. Okay, same Mrs. Anne Igwe. She said, please make sure the shows continue because it's very educating. Thank you so much. Trust me, I promise you to continue, and with your help, your contribution, we'll move forward. Thank you. And also do us a favor by repeating this topic. Okay, yeah, because it's a very wild topic. I agree. So it's no problem. We'll repeat it and talk more and get more information about it and try to teach people. And also, I really love all of you to send in your views, your comments, whatever it is, wherever you can contribute. It's highly welcome. Please feel free to send in your comments on this show. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's all our views and our comments today. Yeah, I'm so happy we get to have many of our viewers here with us, and it's really, really exciting, and I'm so glad. And thank you for following me. Thank you for following Hollywood TV. Thank you for following our YouTube channel. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe, click like, and watch out because we have more interesting topics. We have more things to bring to our table, and we have a lot of things to discuss. So you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. So please, our next show is going to be same time, same channel. So just keep watching and thank you so much.